Church and ministry leaders, can you tell me why you have not been more proactive in teaching couples about healthy sexual intimacy in marriage? I know it's quite a challenging question, and I don't know what your answer is. I do have some possibilities, so please listen, see if these match up your thinking, and then let's find out what we can do about this. So, one of the reasons that church and ministry leaders might not be teaching about healthy sexual intimacy is that they're just unaware of what couples are going through. They're unaware of what that missing piece of information is. Thankfully, some good old-fashioned godly sex education could solve a lot of the problems that couple experience. But if leaders are unaware, then they're at a disadvantage for sure. Another reason that church and ministry leaders might not be proactive is they thought it was somebody else's job or that it wasn't their job. And it's like, oh, isn't that up to the specialist to take care of? Well, certainly there is a role for specialists to take care of some needs, but laying the foundation of what God said, His original design for intimacy in marriage, that is completely within the scope of your responsibility. Now, I know there might be a couple more pushbacks and why you haven't shared that. Maybe you aren't clear on that yourself. Maybe you've been through your own sexual trauma and brokenness, and that is a place for your healing before you're able to share that with others. But my last reason for you, my guess as to why you haven't been more proactive, is that you knew there'd be some resistance. Now, there could be resistance in the congregation at large. Certainly, I've talked to pastors before, and they say that half their congregation says they talk about sex too much, and the other half of the congregation says they talk about sex not enough. So you could be caught in the middle of that, but I'm here to tell you that it is absolutely needed regardless of the resistance. We're living in a completely different age and era, and if the pandemic has taught us anything, we've learned couples don't know how to live together in an honoring way, and they're being bombarded in the media with ideas about sexuality that are absolutely contrary to what God's word says. So now is the time. If this does feel like something there's a pushback within you about, and that you want some more understanding and training, well, I have good news for you. I am a Christian sex educator and relationship coach, and I've been working with couples all around the world and hearing the types of problems that they're going through. And because of that, I have created a course. It's called True Intimacy in Marriage. And once again, this is not what culture says and media says. It is also not what religious beliefs that are shaming has said. We don't want anything that perverts or anything that distorts. We want God's original design that we can celebrate. So this training will help you as a leader, and this training will help you to facilitate small groups, to have one-to-one mentoring with couples. It will equip you with what the couples need to know when they need to know it. It's very strategic. And this training can happen in a digital format so that there are videos and workbooks that you can share. There can also be live presentations in person, and there can be presentations virtually, since we've all gotten so accustomed to how Zoom works. So I challenge you, if you have not been proactive in regards to talking about healthy sexual intimacy with the couples, the Christian couples within your influence, and you know there's a need and you are ready to step up and into that role, please check the comments because there's a link to the True Intimacy in Marriage training that's going to make a world of difference and make our marriages strong.